I think I'm gonna call it a night. If anything happens, of course, I'll bring you back.
That's just the camera. There you go.
It's looking like this might have to turn into some kind of stealth camp. I don't really want to use a marked trail to do my thing. But maybe, you know, I might give Mike's trail a try. I'm seeing there might be some kind of view off this way. Yeah, so Mike's trail was actually leading away from the view. Could always tie off to this tree. Looks like a nice one. Unfortunately, the rock bed here is just about as comfortable as it sounds. It's basically just a bed of rocks. So I'm gonna keep pushing, and maybe if I get further away from it, I'll get back into like some dirt. Well, went from being rocks to straight up muck. And then the trail itself is just completely flooded out. And that's all sticky bushes. Guess we're going back the way we came. Well, looks like this is the end of the main road. Blocked off here by a giant tree or two or three. This is the best spot I've seen for like a nice little flat area to pitch a tent, but not supposed to do that. So I think I'm gonna just kind of look close to here. Once we find the spot, we can start setting up. I think I found it. The ground is very soft. Again, I'm about 200 feet off of that road that we just came from. I'm liking this. The sound of the creek is pretty peaceful. It's not too easy to access here, so maybe won't have any visitors. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm gonna drop the pack and take a closer look at my surroundings and just make sure that nobody else is around. It's a green forest. Right back over there. That's where the camp will be. Oh, chipmunk. There he goes. This is called Kelly's Trail. Oh, look at this. So it looks like fingers, or I mean toes. You can really see it's another print. Little tree on top of a stump. It's hollowed out. You can see an animal hanging out there for shelter underneath this giant tree that fell. But yeah, right now I don't see anything. Basically, I found this stick, and I'm thinking just use this to kind of level out this whole area best I can. Basically have a small one-person tent I'm trying out. In fact, the company that sent me the tent, they're called Atipa, and they also sent me a sleeping pad and a sleeping bag, so I figured why not just test out a whole sleeping system by the same company, see how it does. It's supposed to get down near freezing in the night, so it'll be a good test to see how it holds up.
So that looks pretty dang good.
Did see a couple claw marks. Could have been a black bear, so got this bear spray for protection. I hear a train going by, planes. I think it's going to be a peaceful night. First thing I like to do is I will empty the contents of my backpack out so I can see what I got. This thing I brought here, this is for carrying firewood. Stuff out onto. Ground sheet. Table. Tent. Chair. Light. Sleeping pad. Sleeping bag. Tarp. Have 3 liters of water in a water bladder. Little lunchbox of food. Thermal and some coffee. And a multi-tool. Extra clothes. Waterproof cover for the camera. Camping pot with a can of chili. Looks like I got some potatoes. And a protein bar. Brought a giant bowl with some chips on the inside. Pretty cool little light here. Doesn't go too high, but I can put it on top of the table if I want, or bottom likes to close on you. So I took a couple notes here about this tent we're about to open up, and it's basically ultralight backpacking tent for one person. 3,000 millimeters of waterproofing. That's pretty good. Let's get it unwrapped here and see what we got. So I like this compression sack. That's pretty cool. Instructions on the bag, thorough instructions. Velcro strap. Okay. Here's the mesh. This is the actual tent. Tent poles. Now it looks like this is the outer fly. So what I will do is I just like to put a ground sheet down. I brought it, why not? Alright, it's showing we put in the pole first. Oh, that's pretty crazy. It's just all one piece, it looks like. I love the tents that clip on the outside so you don't have to string them through. Makes so much more sense to me. That's what we have here. Easy there, Paco. All right. And then I'll have this whole side where I can get in and out on the carpet. Yeah, it's pretty dark out. Let me see if I can brighten it up. You got a zipper on both sides. You can get in and out either way. Here's the guy lines. They're already connected to the rain fly. You can open these up if you want it to breathe, it looks like. Yeah, look at that. Huh, interesting. Almost pitch black out here. It's crazy how the camera can see all this. Don't need to tie those ones down. It's a good looking tent. Liking it. Okay, now that we've got the tent set up, now we'll take a look at the sleeping pad and the sleeping bag. Quality bag here for this. I like that little pull handle. Basically, I'm just going to use this to pump it up. So let's pop this out. See if it's any better just like this. Maybe not. Well, you know what? That will work. It'll take some time, but I've got another idea here. Swap over to this white light really quick. So yeah, this is what it looks like. All said and done. There is some room here. Alright, so got dark. I'm going to close up shop and then we'll start to get something cooking. Here's the stove. It's a nice little handy device. Fuel, that's always good. This is a blend of chocolate and instant coffee, so it's a mocha. And the kettle. That's probably enough. It's always a puzzle. Alright, I think I've figured it out. Alright, it appears to be working. Something like that. And then I'm thinking, what did I bring? Cheese, sausage, and stuff that's leaking. Alright, yeah, I could cook this stuff up. Why not? Maybe I can just put it in this pan. Yeah, so we got some ham and onions, bell peppers. I wish I had a pan, but I don't, so. And just kind of chop them down. There we go, something like that. And stick it in the pot. Oh, we are getting there. So that's a little kit. Got spicy oil, seasoning, hot sauce, salt and pepper, and olive oil. And we'll just coat it on there. Always got to throw some pepper in the mix. Got a real spoon here. All right. Portuguese sausage. Throw some of that in there and just cap that off. See if this is cooled down enough to take a swig. Woo! Always good to bring extra napkins. This is home for the night. That's all you need. Chair, table, tent, food, light, trash bag, jacket hanging up in the tree. So I just want to take this time to thank everybody who's commented on the channel and watched, some of these videos I put up, because they do take a bit of effort. It's good to hear some feedback. What am I making? I don't know. I guess it's kind of in a way like that shish kebab. I got the chopstick. I could just poke a few things. There we go. Freaking delicious. Try to wake up somewhat early, just in case. Oh, I hear something. Let me see if I can pick it up on the recorder. It's usually how it goes. If you're talking, if you got a buddy with you, that's one other thing. Take the cue to make their move, because you're not going to hear them. Perfect cover. It's funny watching this. It's like a little choo-choo train. should be good. Look at that. It's hot. You can see how it just bathes in that spicy oil. Sometimes I forget just how much I love doing this until I come back out. Well, I don't know how much you can see me. It's a little foggy in here right now. Hey, there I am. But yeah, basically inside the tent it started to rain a little bit, so I packed everything up and I think I'm gonna call it a night. If anything happens, of course, I'll bring you back.
No, that's just the camera. There you go.
Morning, everybody. I'm drifting off to sleep and I wake myself up because I snore. So I heard a few noises, like one was over by where I hung my food, so I'll have to go check on that when I get up. It sounded like a fox or a coyote. I don't think we have any foxes over here, but it just was like, woohoo! Something like that. They're excited to find my food. I heard a few other weird things. Like I said, I couldn't tell if it was me drifting off to sleep. So what I did was I used this little audio recorder that I got right there. And I just left it running until the battery died. Just because of the ground I'm on is not level, I slid down into there. I thought this was gonna make a bunch of noise. It did not. And it says that it's good for up to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. So I think it did a good job. It's a mummy style sleeping bag. It's a bit more roomy. If your feet get hot, it's easy to just zip it open. Zippers work nice and easy. Something to keep in mind, it zips on the left side. There is no zipper on the right. Filled with 55% duck down. From a cozy 43 degrees to a rugged 7 degrees Fahrenheit. I got to test the tent in the rain and it held up. It might have been warmer in here if I closed those down. That has no bearing on water getting in. The thing I wanted to add is that pocket, man. Having it right above your head is nice and easy. Put stuff. You only get one. One giant pocket should be all you need. And also this hook up top. So definitely liking this tent for backpacking. There's the tent. in the daytime, and because it's still nylon and it's honey denier, it does sag after it gets wet a little bit. You might need to readjust, but as you saw from the inside, if I had these tied down, that would have helped, and it doesn't go against the mesh. So this design is pretty good for a one-person tent to make it feel roomy. Surprisingly, it doesn't look like anything got into it. Nice. Waterproof jacket. Yep, kept it dry. Yeah, so with an awkward height here. So yeah, goodbye. No. Probably just gonna pack everything up, maybe make a coffee and then hike on out of here before anybody else shows up and catches me. Leave no trace. The only evidence would be this flattened area. Other than that, you would never know anyone is here. This morning, I was gonna try to capture it on camera while I was packing up camp, but you can see there's a brand new tractor marks, and he was doing something over here. I was back there. Got out of there just in time. Okay, so y'all remember that tree that was laying across the road? That's where it snapped. It was right here, and it looks like that's why the tractor was out here. Pushed it off to the side. Blue jay.